No Film School's coverage of NAB 2018 is brought to you by Blackmagic Design, creating revolutionary solutions for film, post-production, and television. Adorama, the world's only full-service destination for photo, video, and electronics. And My Road Reel, the world's largest short film competition is back. Register now at myroadreel.com.
Hey, this is Charles Hain. I'm here at NAB Show 2018. I'm talking to LiteGear, Paul, about a whole bunch of new stuff they're doing to revitalize old products and also do crazy shit with new products. So hey, how's it going?
It's awesome. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm super excited about all of the stuff we're seeing here. So this guy first is like a 4x4 that lights up.
Exactly.
Tell me about it.
So this is the largest in the line of LiteMats. LiteMats have been around for about 3 years. We actually launched LiteMat 4 years ago at NAB. This size is brand new, so it really ends up being about a lit 4x4. It's 400 watts, runs on battery power, AC power, built-in wireless DMX, built-in DMX, the whole gamut. It's all Velcro around all the sizes. We do a snap grid for this as well, so there is a fabric sort of grid system for it. The best part about LiteMat is the fact that you can rig it anywhere. So now you've got a lit 4x4 that you could take drywall screws and screw to the ceiling of a set. You could Velcro it to the side of a wall if you wanted to. That's what people love about LiteMat. Now it's just that big. So we've got grommets all the way around the system here, and then on the back plate here, I've got literally cutouts for picture hangers. So if you went into a location, you could take a picture off a wall and hang a LiteMat right up in its place.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Now you were saying something about this also helping backwards compatible if you've invested a lot in like Image 80s, Flathead 80s, something like that.
So in the same technology line, we are doing a retrofit or an LED light engine for the Image 80, 85, and 87, as well as the Flatheads. And what that does is it literally pops in with 4 screws over the existing reflector on an Image 80 and now gives you hybrid, so tungsten daylight, visual effects green, and visual effects blue. So if you're doing large green screens or you're doing blue screens, now you can repurpose your Image 80s, which may be on the shelf and not working a lot right now.
Gotcha. And so you are able to take all of the infrastructure investment you made in Image 80s, which still have yokes, which still have bodies, which still have cases that you're going to want to use, and you can replace the lighting hardware and still get more value out of every other part of the system.
Exactly. I mean, we love the Image 80 aperture, that size, the form factor. I mean, there's thousands upon thousands of them on the market. Let's get them back working again. So if you're shipping 4 of them in a 4-place case that cost you $2,000, now you're repurposing that stuff and you're getting it out and using it just like you would have used it with the original fluorescent tubes, but now with dimmable LED and color changing and the whole bit.
Awesome. Are both of these shipping now?
No.
Do we know when they might?
So LiteMat 8 is going to launch at Cinegear coming up June 2nd and 3rd. And the Mirage system for the Image is basically a build-to-order product. So the idea is, yeah, you know what, I've got 100 Image 80s I want to retrofit. Great. We take the order and we'll build them for you.
Great. Price point on either available?
Price point on the Image system is $29.99 for the engine and the ballast. I have no pricing on this yet, but I will come Cinegear.
All right, very cool. So now we're back here over with the Spectrum LiteMats. Can you tell me a little bit about what makes these different than the previous generation of LiteMat?
Yeah, so this is a product that has been long in development. Initially, and some of the viewers out there might have heard of Stardust or Project Stardust. So that was our color mixing technology. It's a patent pending software, and now it's in its final iteration here in LiteMat Spectrum. One of the most important things about LiteMat Spectrum is actually what we call true hybrid. So we're allowing the filmmaker to go white light from 2,000 to 11,000. So think about color balancing anywhere in that range. It happens to mirror the color balance on the Alexa. So with that, it's also right along the black body or the Planckian curve. So you're getting 97, 98 CRI white light in that huge color gamut range. So that's the most important part. The other part is settings on the dimmer allow it to be Rec 709 compliant. So as you're saturating like we are here with something red, I'm not giving you color outside the Rec 709 color space. The other aspect about what we're doing here is anytime you're desaturating from a sort of a bright color like this, more often than not in RGB world, you're using green and blue to desaturate that red. We're desaturating with white light. So whatever white you decided on between 2011, that's the white that's coming in. What's great about that is for post, it gives data in the spectrum down there. So as you're starting to grade and you're pulling away from whatever that color is, imagine that. Now there's actually light data that's available to you. The ballast itself, or the dimmer, is going to be camera compliant. So you'll literally tell the dimmer, hey, I'm shooting Alexa or I'm shooting Sony. Then we attenuate the values of the emitters to work best with that sensor.
So you guys are profiling camera sensors.
Correct.
Do we have release dates on these?
So this is going to launch as well at CineGear, and then the idea is this will start shipping sometime in the fall.
Rough price points or too early?
Too early, probably not too much than the existing LiteMat Plus line right now, but I simply don't know, and I can't commit.
So the reason I was interested in LiteTile, we're going to get B-roll of this. You have literally a 12 by, that's a 12 by, right?
That's an 8 by.
8 by. It's
Yep.
an 8 by rigged up overhead. It is an 8 by, but instead of a silk or an ultra bounce, it is all LED.
Correct.
8 by.
Yep. So
Which is awesome.
1,600 watts of bicolor LED, 2600 to 62, and then that's a frame that we designed with Matthews that allows you to put the two frames together. So now on two high rollers, you could have your 1,600 watts of LED and whatever diffusion you choose to put in front of it.
So you could do like even, you could rig any sort of, you could rig a Cucaloris net or whatever, so break up that LED.
Anything you want to do, and then it stays just on two stands. So it becomes basically an 8-foot rolling wall of light with whatever control system you want to put on it.
All right, so tell me a little bit about LiteTile.
Each one of those units is 400 watts, and the reason we call it LiteTile is because you literally Velcro it together and form any shape or size that you want. So we do 4x8 boxes, 2x8 boxes, 8x8s, any number of size configuration, and then it folds up into about the size of a LiteMat 1.
Now, I was looking up there and I only see 4 cables coming off. Is there a way the power connects with tiles?
Yeah, so each individual strip gets its own power supply. And that's how it works, but they're all the same. They work on the LiteTile 8 or the LiteTile 4, all DMX controlled, wireless DMX controlled, the whole gamut.
And LiteTile 8 is too much for one outlet, isn't it?
No, because it's only 400 watts. So that 8x8 at 1,600 watts can work off of one stinger.
Whoa.
Now I'll blow your mind a bit more. So the light output of what you're getting on that would be equivalent to a baby senior, a 5K, pushing through an 8-foot diffusion.
But yet you don't have to worry about any of the space behind it.
Zero.
You could put it up right against a wall if you needed.
Correct.
Awesome. Well, that's a
Yeah.
really interesting piece of kit, and that's already available. What's the price point on
Yeah,
that?
LiteTile starts at $4,000 for a complete LiteTile 8 with a DMX ballast and a power feeder, and then the LiteTile 4, is about half that price. And then we do some boxes for it. So we built LiteBox, which is an accessory designed to work with LiteTile. It puts a diffusion 6 inches in front of the LiteTile, makes it super easy to rig and put on stands. We're seeing a lot of that stuff actually used in large TV facilities as sort of base light between the window and the trans light, or the window and the backing.
Awesome. Well, Paul, thank you so much. That was
Dude.
really great. I super appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Genuine
Appreciate it.
pleasure. So for No Film School NAB Show 2018, this has been Charles Hain with Paul at LiteGear.